I used to be a bully until somebody actually stood up for me and made a difference. It was in science class, and so I was saying something about someone else, and he came up to me and he says, "Jasmine, that was really mean." And he said, "I've never called her that, and I never will." And it must have been his tone, because it made me feel really stupid, but it also made me want to be that kind of person. And now I am. And it even started a chain reaction, because I remember I was walking out of school one day, and this kid who was kind of overweight was walking by, and a whole bunch of boys stood by, and they're like, "Jiggle, jiggle, earthquake," and I was like, oh my god, that's so mean. So I went over there and I told them that that was really mean, and they all stood around feeling stupid, and I walked away. And about 5 minutes later, that same kid that had gotten bullied came up to me and he said, "You look really nice today." And it made me feel really good, because I knew that was his way of saying thank you. And when I got home, I told my stepmom, because I love my stepmom to death, and she's like, "Jasmine, you probably made his day. In fact, you probably made his whole week." And all of a sudden I got this feeling like, wow, I'm like a really good person now. And I felt like a really good person, and it was the best feeling that I've ever felt, like, in a long time. And it was incredible, and it was all because of my friend. And he's a good person too. He doesn't just not bully. He stands up to people, and he knows who he is. And I haven't told him this yet, so Terrel, if you're watching this video, then yeah. But anyways, so now I feel like a really good person. And I mean, most people have bullied, you guys. You know you've bullied. And I remember when I used to bully, I always felt deep down that, like, that was kind of mean, and instead I did the opposite, and I feel really good about myself now. Like, I feel like a really nice person, and it makes you feel like you've done something. Because, I mean, my teacher told me that we have a big impact on each other, and you know, you're right, because I remember when I used to get bullied, and I wasn't a very popular person in school, and I mean, if somebody would have done that to me, I would have been like, I would have been really happy with them. I would have wanted to thank them so bad, and nobody ever did that for me. And that kid, I mean, I did that for him, and he thanked me for it in his own way, and now I feel really, really good about it. So, yeah. And so, I mean, if like kids were like wanted to be that kind of person, you know, you can still be popular and whatnot, because I mean, I don't consider myself popular, but I have friends, you know. But like, you know, if more people were like that, I think that we would have so much less like suicidals and stuff. And like, it just gives you this incredible feeling, like something in your head tells you that that was really nice to do, and you just feel incredible, like you just helped somebody a lot. Like, because I mean, when you're getting bullied because like you're fat or something, I mean, obviously everyone else is going to see you fat, and they're just going to watch you get bullied. They're not going to do anything about it, and they're not sticking up for you, which makes you feel like really bad. And when someone sticks up for you, it feels really nice, and then it feels nice for that person too. And I mean, it just makes everybody happy, you know. And I think that you should try to be that person too. And if you did, I mean, you could help like a lot of people, because I know how good it feels to be the one that got stood up for, and I know how good it feels to be the one that stood up for that person. And it just makes you feel like such a great person. And you know, when you do bully, I mean, you set the bar really low for yourself. Like, that's so low. Like, even if it's just a little comeback, and it's a really, what kids would call a good comeback, no, that just makes you a really low person. And yeah, I admit I was a low person too. I said so many bad things about people, and I think it was because I used to get bullied at one point, but yeah, if you try to do that, it feels really nice. And I'm a teenager too, so you don't have to feel like I'm some adult that's saying, be nice to everybody because you have to be, or not because you have to be, but like, you know how like adults kind of sound mushy and you're like, yeah, whatever, you know. But I mean, once you become that kind of person, you feel really good about it, and you just feel really incredible, and it makes you feel like a really nice person, and it starts a chain reaction too, because then if that bully is a bully like I was, then they're gonna go do that for somebody else, and I mean, it's just, and then it goes on and on and on. I mean, you never know how far a little thing can go, you know. And actually I got that from a thing called Rachel's Challenge, which you should really go on the website and read about Rachael, because there was this thing called the Columbine, and she was a part of it, and she unfortunately died when she was a teenager, but she was such a great person. And I mean, I think if everyone was like Rachael Joy Scott, I mean, you can really, if someone who gets bullied, you know what I mean, and you can leave comments about what you think about this. And I'm sorry if I sound corny, but I mean, seriously, if you be really nice to people, it can really make a difference. Not only for them, but like, you'll feel good about yourself too. Trust me, I know. And so yeah, if you take my advice, I hope you do, because you won't regret it, I promise. You won't regret it. It's just an incredible feeling that you get, and it lasts a long time. And I feel now I'm just waiting for somebody for another chance to come up so I can help that person out, because it makes me feel, not only does it make me feel like a good person, but it makes me know that I just helped someone out who probably felt helpless at that point in time, you know. And I really encourage you to be that kind of person. So yeah, and I hope this video continues this chain reaction that's going on. And yeah, so see you later, and I hope you take my advice.